Hello and welcome to GBR. You find us today with the guys from the MRC in the GT3 World Series. This is round 7, sprint and feature at Lago Maggiore. This is the west course that we're doing for the sprint, and will be the feature for that, the full circuit for the feature. And after 10 minutes of qualifying, Digi put it on pole, followed by Golden Brownie in second, Fast JMS in third place, Bazza in the Jag in fourth place. In fifth we have Gary. In sixth place we have Blackie. In 7th we have Aaron. In 8th place we have Benji. And in 9th we have Captain. So right, let's get these guys underway for the first 20 minutes sprint. Got a good camera angle from here, see how long it will stay on it. And away they go, everyone gets a clean start, no false or jump starts. Down towards turn 1 we go. For the first time, it's probably the slowest part on the track. It looks like everyone gets through nice and cleanly. A little bit of bump in the mid pack there, but down through turn 3 now, missing out sector 1. Aaron's gone a little bit wide there through turn 3, but Digi has already pulled out a bit of a gap to Fast JMS, who has got past Golden Brownie on the start into turn 1, I think, and turn 2 it was, and through to Banky Boy. And oh, what's happened to Fast JMS? He's spun it out. Oh, why am I pausing it? That's the one I want to go to. Oh, looks like he got a little bit of a tap there from Golden, and then comes straight back on to the exit. Not really anywhere, I don't think, for anyone to go. But he hasn't lost too much time. You can still see the pack up ahead, so hopefully Fast JMS can get them tyres clean, and away he goes now. So Bazza's into second place now, Blackie in third, Golden Brownie dropped down to fourth place now. Aaron in fifth. He was a little bit jumpy on the night, and it's showing again in the replay. Golden's gone for a move up the inside of Blackie, gets it a little bit tail happy, can't get the move done, but Aaron looks like he's going to have a look up the inside of Golden Brownie, and he pulls back inside. No, he does go, no, he does just stay behind, but Benji and Gary fighting for 6th and 7th place. Through turn 1 and 2 they go, and Gary just gets ahead of Benji, and Captain right behind as well, and they're going too wide through the fast chicane. And it looks like Aaron's got ahead of Golden Brownie as well, so we'll see what these two do. Coming up to Big Banky Boy for the second time, Gary on the inside, so the two Corvettes are battling hard here, which keeps him Captain with them. And Fast JMS there, you can see, has already caught up that gap that he lost on lap 1. Digi's got a 2-second gap to Bazza at the moment. Blackie about the same distance behind Aaron again. Golden in 5th, kind of, then he's at the front of this back of the pack. Fast JMS has got past Captain now, up to 8th place, so obviously we know Fast has got some pace, qualified in 3rd. So see if he can make his way up pack, with this only being a 20-minute race. But coming down towards turn 1, everyone's all nicely in a line, no big sends into turn 1. But we've got the 3 Corvettes in a row here with Gary, Benji and Fast JMS. Fast JMS just on the inside. Benji makes it tight, does run it out wide then on the exit of turn 3, cutting the grass. But Fast JMS is been able just to keep up behind Benji. Will he go for a move up towards Big Banky Boy? It's too far behind at the moment. There's a battle going up ahead. I saw Golden Brownie and Aaron as well fighting for that 4th spot. This is a bit more unpredictable of where Aaron is exactly on track. We're just jumping the side to side through the corners. It's gone out wide there, has Aaron, and there's a spot for where's Gary. Gary's around the outside, so Fast MS is going to go nip up the inside, so Gary's lost 2 places there through the last couple of corners of that double right, and then into the last corner we go. So jump up forward. It looks like Digi and Bazza are pretty much in the same lap times. Lucky is a couple of attempts off Aaron, and Golden fighting for 4th place still. Benji keeps his position ahead of Fast MS. And Gary just behind. Captain bringing up the rear on the grass. Not what you want to be going on to probably the longest flat out part on the circuit, from turn 3 down towards turn 6. Going up ahead, Benji's kept it ahead of Fast MS for the moment as well. Obviously, we know Fast MS will be coming up quick. Looks like Bazza has been able to catch up to the back of Digi. Probably only a couple of attempts, but yeah, he's definitely caught up, and they are just slowly dropping Blackie. Aaron's pulled a bit of a gap over Golden Brownie at the moment. Benji there in 6th place. Fast MS just dropped off the back of Benji and into the clutches of Gary for the moment. Cutting that corner nice and tight there is Gary, trying to get a good run onto the start finish straight. Fast MS is having to defend down towards turn 1. This cracking camera angle. Shame it doesn't follow on through. Fast MS just keeps ahead of Gary into turn 1 for the 5th time of asking already. The captain there, I think he's just struggling a little bit through this first sector, which the turn 3 is probably the worst corner on the track. Very hard to get it right. But yeah, Bazza set the fastest lap of the race at 21.5 so far. Blackie there going a bit wide onto the gravel, coming out of Big Banky Boy up towards the hills. Let Aaron catch right up to the tail end of him. Blackie's going to have to try and defend this, coming into the double right-hander. Aaron goes for the inside but can't make it stick. Blackie's gone a little bit deep. Golden Brownie's trying to get in the action and running it off the track. Will he pick up a penalty for that? Don't know if he will. Aaron's now going up the inside of Blackie into the last corner. No, he doesn't. Just cuts it in. Does Aaron. We'll skip back because the camera keeps on juttering, keeping Aaron in focus, but Aaron looks like he's going for the inside move on Blackie. Down towards turn 1, which is going to be the outside for turn 2 and 3. So will Blackie keep ahead? Golden Brownie's got up the inside of Aaron. Aaron's going to have to give way. Aaron's got it all sorts of wrong. Gone off the track. Or is there a touch between Golden and Aaron? A slight touch, but Aaron had control before he went off onto the grass. So that was all Aaron's undoing. Fighting well for that 3rd place with Blackie. Now he's fighting for 8th with Captain now. At the black, so Captain's got someone to fight now after dropping off the back of the pack. So that's going to leave Blackie under threat now from Golden Brownie, who's got a great run up the hill. And now on the inside, outside of Blackie, round the outside he does go. So Blackie drops down to 4th place, and obviously with that squabbling, Benji's been able to bridge the gap from Fast MS to the back of this pack for 3rd place now. they're all kind of spread out. Let's just quickly jump up the front. What lap time does Digi do? A 21.9 and Bazza does a 21.5, so pretty much the same lap time again as his fastest. So Bazza really pressing Digi for that win. Golden Brownie in third. Blackie now having to defend again from Benji, but Benji nips up the inside in turn 2, but can't make it stick towards the turn 3 right hit. Oh, everyone's going off. They'll keep it on the straight and narrow after the corner. Benji's been able to slip past Blackie. Blackie looks like he's under threat now from Fast MS down towards Big Banky Boy. Looks like Fast MS probably will have this. And Gary's going to make it 3 wide, is he? Up towards Big Banky Boy. Looks like there's a bit of a touch coming in. The camera angle should have zoomed in there. But Fast MS does get past Blackie for 5th place now. But Gary there couldn't capitalise on any changes of position to move up the field. And the captain's still just ahead of Aaron now. Aaron's obviously going to have dirt, well, got rid of the dirt on his tyres and now trying to push up towards captain and see if he can get ahead of him. But he's got just over 10 minutes of the race to go, so we are just around halfway, and here he goes up the inside towards the last corner. Is Aaron on captain. He does get it. I think the captain's struggling in that Peugeot around this track. You see someone who's not struggling is Digi. He set the fastest lap of the race, 21.3. Bazza set 21.5, so he pulled out a couple of attempts that lap. Did Digi over Bazza. So this is a great fight here for first place. About, can't even say there's a second between them. I say it's about 0.7, 0.8 between them, but looking at that track map, they've not really fought. They've just been following each other around and how far they are ahead. Seeing that Golden and Benji are going through Big Banky Boy. They are quite a long way behind, about 10 seconds or so, I would say, behind the front two. They're going 2 wide, coming up through the S's. Golden just keeps ahead of Benji. Coming through there, so Benji's just going to sit in behind now, coming through the double right. And Blackie's having to defend now from Gary. Through the same set of corners. Down towards the last turn. Left-hander down this hill. It's you've got to get your braking point right there, because otherwise you will end up in the grass on that right hand side there on the exit. But Gary's looking fairly close, but I don't think he's close enough to make a move. No, he's not. Just sit behind Blackie through the first couple of corners. Will he try and get a good drive out of this turn 3 and try and make a move up towards the Big Banky Boy at the end of this long flat out section? So it is pretty much, they're not really corners, I would say. They are just a hindrance to the car's top speed at the end of the straight. It will just slow you down, but Gary was not close enough to Blackie. Blackie getting it all sorts of sideways coming out. Golden's been able to just pull away from Benji in 4th there. And Fast MS, look at the lap times, they're all fairly close between these guys, all either high 21s or low 22s. Blackie there with a 23 the last lap, but obviously has been fighting with Gary for a lap or 2 now. Aaron he's been doing 21.8, so he has got back on in the groove and trying to catch up to the back of Gary, but I don't know if he's got too much work to do. We shall see when it comes to the end of the race. So Digi and Bazza last 2 laps round pretty much identical, 21.4, 21.8, 21.4, 21.8. So these two are literally nose to tail, following each other around at the moment. Obviously the Jag's probably got the top end in towards the end of coming into Big Banky, and Digi's probably got it through the first sector, and maybe these last couple of corners just being a little bit more nimble than the Jag. But Buzzer giving him a good old run for his money at the moment. So yeah, Digi on a 121.3 at the moment, the fastest lap. Golden Brownie 125, Buzzer was on a 124, a 128 for Benji. Everyone's now starting their fastest laps. Now they're not fighting, but Fast MS is trying to have a fight with Benji, try and get that 4th place off him. Benji does run out wide, he's going to have a bit of dirt on his tyres coming up to turn 1. Will Fast MS try and capitalise on that? He does, he moves up to the inside. Down towards turn 1 does Fast MS go. Does he cover it off? Just covers Benji off into turn 2 and gets away. And now Blackie sees the opportunity and has moved past Benji, but Fast MS went out wide a little bit there, so he's going to not have all the speed, but I think he's got far enough ahead to not worry about anyone coming up the inside of him into turn 6. But Benji now going to look straight back at Blackie, as the Valentino Rossi used to say, once you get past, get straight back past them, cut them off from getting into a rhythm. But Blackie was been able to get a nice switcheroo on Benji coming out of the big banky and keep his 5th place. But obviously in the meantime Gary is just sat there just watching brief, seeing if he can pick up any pieces between these two, having a little fight, running a little bit wide or a little bit deep. Gary will sniff that opportunity and take it. But coming down towards turn 1 again for the 12th time, absolutely flying along these laps, that's for sure. With Benji right up the back end of Blackie. Oh, a little tap there coming out of turn 2. Benji had just left off the throttle there. There's a cracking battle between these three. Obviously in all this battling is letting Fast MS get away. Blackie getting a little bit on the curb there, getting it unsettled on turn 4 and 5. But Benji, does he try and go for the move again? He does. Does he park it on the apex? He cuts a lot of that corner, tries to cover off the switcheroo. Blackie was wise of it again and gets the drive back out. Just gets ahead, does he? Looks like he does, yeah. Oh, Gary's got into the wall. Coming through whatever corner that is, turn 8. So Benji still not been able to get past Blackie for 5th place. I'll just go through to the top. Digi looks like he's been able to pull away from Bazza. Bazza set a 22.3 where Digi 21.5. So yeah, opened up 8 tenths just in the last lap. Golden Brownie 21 dead, fastest lap of the race. Obviously not fighting with anyone, so was able to set a decent lap time, but seems to probably have burnt off his tyres a little bit, and obviously got a half-second penalty. Benji, what happened with Benji there? He was ahead of Blackie, so he did get past Blackie into turn 1, and then it looked like he ran it out wide out of the exit of turn 2. Too much speed coming through, and Blackie says thank you very much and takes the place straight back again. So yeah, these three really, well, it's more Blackie and Benji and Gary just sitting there with the popcorn watching it all unfold and just taking it nice and easy behind these two. And Aaron there in 8th place, Captain there in 9th, 22.6, fastest lap for Captain in this race so far. Benji has dropped off the back of Blackie momentarily. Obviously he's going to have to try and defend a little bit now from Gary, because he's not got anyone to cover him up front. But Benji's had an absolute cracking double right-hander there, and And I've closed that gap right up to the back of Blackie. There's Blackie's tyres, they're all about the same. Blackie's a little bit more worn than the most. Yeah, these three are really having a good old ding-dong battle. It's only for 5th place, but every place is an extra point. Benji's been able to get up the inside of Blackie. A slight tap there. Racing room was given from both drivers there. But will now Blackie try and power on past Benji down towards turn 6. He's gone to the outside very early as Blackie. And side by side with Benji. He's moved up ahead momentarily, but will Benji be able to brake later? Blackie goes round the outside, gets it on the gravel. It's going to slow your speed going up that hill. Gary's gone on the inside of Blackie. Slight taps from all three, but they all get away. Benji has been able to then get away from Blackie, and Gary goes around the outside of Blackie in towards the double right. This is cracking racing from these guys. A little bit of door banging, but we don't mind that when you're not punting someone straight off the track. Incredible little bit of half a lap of racing there from them guys, swapping positions. We didn't know who was going to come out where. And then obviously now we're on to the final lap of the race, lap 15. And just see if there's any other close battles on track. I don't believe there is. I think this is the battle at the moment, so I'll go to the leaders near the end of the race. But Digi looks like he's been able to just put away a little bit of a gap over Buzzer on the track map. Probably about 2 seconds now. Not much. You see a little mistake coming out of any corner, and Buzzer will be right up behind him. But Benji has been able to pull away from Blackie now. He's got past. And Gary is just behind Blackie. Will he try for a move? Probably be into the last corner now. I would say for Gary will be the only chance he's got of getting past Blackie, because it's coming onto this double right. I think he's too far behind at the moment. I will jump to the front. And the last corner, here comes Digi to win race 1 of the sprint of Lago Maggiore. Bazza there with a nice little 360 over the line to finish in 2nd. Golden Brownie will come across to finish in 3rd place. And the fastest lap, Fast MS, will come across in 4th. Benji in 5th. Blackie just been able to hold off Gary in 6th. Gary in 7th. Aaron will come across to finish in 8th place, and Captain to bring it home in 9th. Obviously, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, hit that subscribe button to see more content from me, and until next time, thank you very much. Bye bye.